What's up, HASfit Tribe? It's your personal trainer, Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia, and this is our chair workout.
Today's routine is going to work to build strength, improve mobility, and increase stamina in your total body.
The only equipment needed for today's routine is a pair of light hand weights or a couple of water bottles.
You can follow along with me for the standard moves.
And you can follow me for some easier modifications.
If you're ready to go,
let's get started.
All right, let's start from our chairs and we're gonna perform a warm-up.
So on our chairs, it's important for us to be towards the front half of our chair. Being in this position really just helps us maintain proper posture and we're less tempted to slouch over.
First one of the day is gonna be an opposite arm to toe or shin touch. So let's start with those arms up overhead, keeping that proper posture. I'm gonna reach my right hand to my left foot.
And I'm gonna reach my right hand to my left shin.
And then we're returning back to that starting position. So make sure that you're rotating across and then returning to that proper upright position. And you decide if you wanna reach all the way down and touch your foot, or if it's more appropriate for you to touch your shin or maybe even your knee today. We're going to encourage you throughout today's routine to make this workout your own, modifying as needed. Making sure to breathe, and this is just the warm-up, so making sure we're moving at a warm-up pace. Nice big deep breaths. This one's going to warm up our posterior chain, which is our hamstrings, our glutes, and our lower back, as well as our shoulders and our core. We're going to do this one for 10 more seconds in total. Again, making sure to breathe. Returning to that upright posture after every rep for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent. All right, next we're going to move into a move for our chest, back, and shoulders. We're going to do a chest squeeze. So let's bring those arms out to our side and we want a 90-degree angle all around. Let's bring those hands and elbows together and then open those arms up like somebody's pulling your arms and hands apart. Now, you may not be able to come all the way together like we are and actually touch your hands and elbows together, but we want you to try your best to do so, and that's really what you're working towards. That's the ideal.
And you may find that as you progress through this particular movement, you may just be able to get a little closer.
That's it, rep by rep. You'll probably experience your mobility improving just that fast. This is also a great move to improve your posture as we're loosening up those chest muscles, shoulder muscles, and back. Spend so much of our time seated, hunched over, and slouched. It's important we do these preventative, regenerating, stretching exercises here to regain that proper posture. Again, we're breathing. Nice full range of motion. Whatever your full range of motion looks like, give it. Last 10 seconds on this one. Nice and under control here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, shake those arms loose. We're going to get your heart rate up a little bit with this next one. We're going to move into a march in place plus arm jack. So our arms are making a swinging motion, almost like we're doing a jumping jack, and our legs are marching in place, right, left, right, left. Again, on this one, you decide what pace is appropriate for you, keeping a slight bend in those elbows as you bring those hands up overhead, making nice light ground contacts. If you have neighbors underneath you, we don't want them to hear you. Nice consistent breathing, keeping good posture. And if at any time throughout today's routine you feel yourself starting to scoot back in your chair, it's okay to take a second and scoot back forward. You'll probably even see us having to readjust as we go through. Again, nice big arm swings.
Working at your own pace on this warm-up.
That's it. Feel my shoulders starting to warm up on this one as well as my legs. Let's go. Last 10 seconds on this one. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to grab my light hand weights for the first exercise in the workout.
And I'm going to be without weight.
So you decide what is appropriate for you. We're going to start with a good posture. Our hands at our side, palms are facing inward. We're going to do an arm pullover, and at the same time, we're going to perform a side step, alternating right and left legs. Getting our total body involved in this one. Hands come straight up overhead, keeping those palms facing inward. Trying our best to finish with those biceps by our ears. Now, you may not be able to extend quite as high overhead as we are, but again, this is the ideal that you're working towards, doing the best you can.
And that goes same for your side step. If your side step is right here, maybe just, 5 or 6 inches over, that's okay. We just want you to be able to work to the progression that you see Coach Kozak and myself doing.
And that's what it's all about. Your first time through may not be perfect, and it's not about being perfect. It's just about putting in the work, getting a little bit better with every workout. Every time you come back and complete this routine, you'll get a little bit better. And that's what it's all about. Change doesn't happen without being challenged, without putting in the reps. And that's what you're doing right here. Getting a little bit better with every repetition. Making sure to breathe. Not much left on this one. Let's go. Last 10 seconds. Almost there, everyone. Good. Making sure to breathe. Keeping that good posture for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent.
All right.
Okay, next we're moving into a reverse fly. You're going to need your light hand weights.
And I'm picking up my water bottles
or
here.
your water bottles. Again, scooting forward in front of that chair. Knees are at a 90-degree angle. We're going to bend over at a 45-degree angle, keeping that core tight, shoulders back. Ideally, we're reaching under your legs, keeping a slight bend with the elbows. Now we're going to pull apart, squeeze the middle of your back, and return.
And if you can't quite get underneath your legs like Coach Kozak, that's okay. Just have your water bottles come just maybe right behind your leg. Pull back on those elbows into your reverse fly.
Now on this one, we're working our middle of our back, our rhomboids, as well as our posterior shoulder deltoids. Working our lower back, our core, all working together. And you'll find that every move we're doing today is working multiple muscle groups at the same time. And that really allows us to be efficient in our workout and get more work done in a short period of time. It's another great move to help improve your posture. By strengthening that upper back, it helps us to bring those shoulders back and maintain that proper posture position. Again, we're breathing here, keeping a slight bend in the elbow throughout. Notice when we get to the top, we don't extend the arms, but instead we maintain that same bend throughout. I want you to pretend like Claudia or I just walked up behind you and placed our finger right in the middle of your back, and you're squeezing that finger. Keep that head in line with your spine. And of course, as always, we are breathing. Not much left here on this one. Let's go last 10 seconds. Nice and controlled on the way up and the way down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Come on up.
Ooh, nice work.
And we're only going to need one dumbbell or one hand weight, one water bottle, whatever you're using for this next one. We're going to do a little combo move here. We're going to do a Sven press plus leg extension. So let's grab that weight on either side, and we're going to extend straight out, squeezing the weight together. And at the same time, I'm going to perform a alternating leg extension, right, then left leg.
And I'm going to do a low leg extension. So if you can't bring your leg quite as high as Coach Kozak, which is parallel to the ground, just do a low leg extension.
Again, we're trying to give you all the tools today to make this work for you. And maybe, the first time around you do this, you start with Claudia's moves, and then you repeat it and you'll be doing some more of my moves. Whatever you have, just make it work for you.
And
Keep moving.
And with the Sven press, we're trying to make it seem as though we're trying to squeeze that dumbbell right in between our hands.
Yes, so it's not just pressing out, but actually squeezing together, helping us to engage those chest muscles. This one's going to work your chest, your shoulders, your triceps, your quadriceps, all working together. Again, another very efficient move here while keeping proper posture. Trying your best not to lean back as you're doing it, but forcing those abs to engage. Excellent. Right then left. And at the top, squeezing that quadricep, that thigh muscle. Let's go. Last 10 seconds on this one, everyone. Focusing on your posture, straight up and down. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Ooh, good one.
Okay, we're going to need that second hand weight for the next one. Again, readjusting if you need to, making sure you're on the front half of your chair. And we're going to bend over on a 45-degree angle. Palms are facing inward. We're going to do a bent over row. So let's pull back on those elbows, squeeze our back, and then extend our arms back down straight. And repeat. Abs and core stay nice and tight. Shoulders stay retracted. Get a full extension all the way down. And then pull all the way up from your elbows. A good visualization on this one is to pretend like somebody has a string attached to your elbows and they're pulling back on that string. So you're not pulling back on your hands, but pulling back from the elbows. And visualizing that will help you to engage the right muscles and make sure that you're working those back muscles. This one's going to work your lats as well as your rhomboids, upper back muscles. Making sure to breathe nice and controlled. All the way up, all the way down. Don't just allow the dumbbells to flop back down after you pull, but also control that descent, that lowering motion as well. Good. Nice, big deep breaths. And we're inhaling on the way down and exhaling as we pull up. So inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. Good. Get a nice rhythm with your breathing. Focus on it. Last 10 seconds on this one. You're doing great. Keep it up. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent. All right, we're holding on to your hand weights for the next one, making sure we're in that front half of the chair. Good posture. And now we're going to do a run in place, alternating right and left feet. And then at the same time, we're going to perform a curl. Curling those hand weights all the way up and then all the way down. Flexing from the elbows, squeezing our biceps up at the top. Keep your palms up throughout the whole move. And try your best to eliminate any swinging from your arms. You're not using momentum to get them up, but instead really focus on only flexing from that elbow joint and forcing your biceps to do the work.
And in addition to that, you want to make sure that you keep your elbows nice and close to your body. We also do not want them flaring out to the side as you curl.
Making sure to keep breathing here.
I know it's a lot of things to think about during this exercise routine, but
it is. We're working our minds just as much as we're working our bodies on this one.
It's a good exercise for your brain too.
That's it. Get the upper body and lower body working together.
And of course, your core just trying to stabilize you as you go through these movements.
Very true. And as we do go through these moves and the workout progresses, it's so important for you to focus on what motivates you and what brought you here today to begin with. Don't just float on through this workout, but instead stay focused on what it is that you're working towards, whether that's losing weight, gaining some strength, or maybe just getting better at your day-to-day activities. Whatever that is, stay focused on it. It's going to help you get through to the end. Not much left on this one. Keep fighting through, everyone. We're right there with you. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent. Whew. Those legs relax for a second. Next, we're going to move into a good morning. And I'm going to do this one with my legs extended straight out in front of me.
And I'm going to have my knees bent at a 90-degree angle.
We're both going to have our elbows at a 90 degree, and I'm holding on to my hand weights.
And I'm going to do this without my weights, but if you need to, go ahead and pick them back up.
So we're going to bend over from the waist using our hips as a hinge, and then extend straight back up. So keeping our shoulders back, our back straight. We're going to feel a stretch in our backside, hamstrings, lower back, all working together on this one.
You may not have to go, or you may not be able to go down as low as Coach Kozak and myself, but just do what you can, keeping your core nice and tight and engaged, and coming right back up.
And this one really doesn't require a lot of range of motion to be effective. It's going to improve your mobility and your posterior chain. Like I said, that hamstring, lower back, and glutes all working together on this one. Making sure to breathe. Again, you decide if you want your leg, you feel comfortable with your legs out in front of you, or if you want those knees bent. The legs out in front is definitely going to make it a little more of a challenge and adds to that needed flexibility.
We're going to inhale on the way down in this movement and exhale as we bring our bodies back up.
That's it. Focusing on that breathing, under control. Abs stay tight. Head stays in line with your spine. So even though you're probably watching us on a screen, don't keep your head up while you're doing it, watching us, but instead, as you come down, keep that head in line with your spine. Bring it down with the rest of your body.
Nice work.
And we're finishing up at the top, those shoulders back in that good posture position. Excellent work. Not much left on this one. Let's go last 10 seconds. And just the same way that we work our abs and our core, we also need to work our lower back and strengthen it. And that's what we're doing here. For 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent work. All right, we only need one hand weight for this next one. We're going to move into a rotational press. So let's grab that hand weight from either side. Good posture. We're going to press this hand weight straight up overhead, and at the same time, we're going to rotate to our right. Bring that hand weight back down, and now let's rotate to our left. Alternating between right and left side. Again, staying under control. And in a perfect world, we're bringing those biceps up to your ears, but you might not quite be able to extend that far today. We're just doing the best we can. And again, aiming to improve with every workout. This is not only working our shoulders, our triceps, and our chest, but also engaging our core, getting those obliques to work at the same time.
And in reference to our breath, we're going to inhale on the way down here and exhale as we try to move that dumbbell up above our heads.
So very true, getting good at that breathing, getting our breathing in sync with our movements. It's a skill in of itself and requires practice. Doesn't always come natural, but just like anything else in life, if you put in the work and put in the practice, you will improve. Nice full range of motion, everybody. Testing yourself on every rep. How far up overhead can you extend those arms? And you might get to a point on this one where even the water bottle's too heavy and you need to just use your own arms. And that is totally okay on this or any other move that we're performing today. Remembering what brought you here today to begin with. What is your motivation? Staying focused on it. One repetition right into the next. Each one just getting us that much closer to our goals. Let's go, HASfit Tribe. Not much left on this one. Let's go last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, for this next one, I'm going to be performing a lower body only move, but if you have little to no mobility in your lower body, And we're gonna ask that you perform Claudia's modification. Again, sitting in that front half of my chair, I'm gonna lean back, and now one leg at a time, I'm gonna perform a one leg press, bringing my knee into my chest and then extending it straight out.
And then for my modification here, we're actually gonna be doing an opposite elbow to knee. So I'm gonna bring my right elbow down to my left knee, tap, and come right back up and do the opposite side. Now, if you're unable to get down all the way to your knee, that's okay, do the best you can. You might be here, and just right back up.
And on my variation, we're trying to extend our leg as high up as possible, trying to get that leg parallel to the floor. But if you can't quite do it, it's all right. If your leg ends up being lower, then so be it. Again, make this move your own, make it work for you. Claudia is alternating between right and left sides, and I'm doing all one leg at a time here. Again, making sure to breathe. And I'm gonna switch sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So same move, let's just alternate and switch legs.
And for my variation, I'm just remembering to keep my core nice and engaged, and I am exhaling on the way back up. Inhale on the way down, and exhale on the way back up.
I'm bringing my knee into my chest and then extending my leg and squeezing that quadricep as I extend. Like I'm trying to kick my foot through the wall in front of me. Both moves are being performed with complete control. One rep into the next. You got this, HASfit Tribe. We don't have a lot left here. Let's fight into the end together. Let's go last 10 seconds on this one. You got it. Come on. You can do anything for 10 seconds.
That's right. Fight through with us.
That's it. We're in it together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Excellent work.
All right, let's let the lower body and core rest up for a minute and work on our shoulders. I'm gonna grab my dumbbells for this next one.
And I'm going to do mine without the weights, but of course, again, feel free to grab your water bottles.
Hands start at your chin, and I'm going to perform a high punch out, alternating right and then left arms.
And I'm alternating right and left arms too, but I'm punching out directly in front of my face and returning back to my chin.
So we're giving you plenty of tools here to choose the right modification for you, whether you want to punch high, punch straight out in front, hold some extra resistance, or just use your own hands. Again, make this work for you.
That's right.
This is the last one before we go into the cool down. So let's give it everything you got right here. One into the next. Pushing through. I want you to exceed your own expectations for today. I want you to impress yourself. I want you to defeat the you from yesterday that couldn't quite make it happen, but today you got it. Stronger every day, putting in that work so that you can achieve your goals. That's what it's all about. You understand nothing's going to be handed to you, but if you keep working, you will get there. One right into the next, burning those shoulders out, getting that heart rate up.
That's right. Give us all that you have. This is it.
This is it. Let's get to that finish line. Last 10 seconds, HASfit Tribe. Where are you at? Come on. In it together, in it together. Let's go. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Whew. Set the hand weights down if you're using them. That's it.
Excellent work.
Excellent job. We're going to move into a cool down, and the point of this cool down is to improve your flexibility and mobility, and at the same time allow your heart rate to come down slowly. Again, making sure that we're at the front half of that chair here. And we're going to start with the Scarecrow. So hands relaxed at your side, palms are facing back. Let's bring those hands and arms straight up overhead. And now we're going to pull down from the elbows, feeling that back stretch. And relax the hands. And repeat, arms come up overhead. And then pull down from the elbows again like there's a string attached to those elbows. Relax the hands and repeat. This is a great one for your scapula, rotator cuffs, and just overall posture to help get you back and get those shoulders back and that natural alignment. Excellent. Making sure to breathe through at a nice relaxed pace here. The workout's over with. This is just a cool down, so don't go too crazy on the pace. It needs to be half the speed that we're going. That's totally okay. Excellent work. Let's do this one for just 10 more seconds. Feeling that stretch as we pull down from the elbows. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good. All right, next we're going to do a rotator cuff specific stretch. So I'm going to place my hand just behind my lower back.
And I'm going to place my hand right here on my hip.
Now with that opposite side hand, we're going to try our best to reach for the elbow, but you might not be able to quite get the elbow. If that's okay, you can just grab the upper arm. Now we're gently going to pull forward on that elbow, and you're going to feel a stretch and a tightness in here. And anytime we're doing one of these static stretches, you want to pull to about 85-90% of what you're capable of. You want to feel a good stretch, but you shouldn't be feeling pain. Again, nice big deep breaths here as we just hold. Let's hold this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax that arm. And let's switch it up. Opposite side now. And begin. And you may find that one side is tighter than the other. Totally common. Again, just do what you have to do to get through it on both sides. Again, just holding and pulling until we get to that 85-90% stretch. Don't go too crazy on this one. Should feel good. Shouldn't feel painful. Nice big deep breaths. Let's hold this one for last 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, next we're going to move into a seated cross leg stretch. Now for this one, I'm going to have my one base leg set up at a 90-degree angle, where Claudia is going to have her leg extended out straight. You decide which variation is appropriate for you. I'm going to take my opposite side leg and I'm going to bring it up on that knee.
And I'm going to bring mine either a little below my knee, or if you have more flexibility, you can bring it up a little higher.
You decide which one's right for you. Now we're slowly and gently going to bend over while applying gentle pressure, downward pressure to that knee. Doesn't take a lot of range of motion on this one. It's going to stretch your hip, your quadricep, IT band, piriformis. There's a lot of troublesome body parts that get stretched on this one. And again, you may start with Claudia's move and eventually work up to this one. You make this work for you. Nice big deep breaths as we get this to about 85-90% of what we're capable of. And let's switch sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent work.
Come back up gently.
Yep, slowly down, and let's do that opposite side. Taking your time to get into proper position here. Good stretch. Gentle downward pressure on that knee. And begin. And now is a good time to just take a moment to recognize what you've achieved so far today. If exercise were easy, everybody'd be fit, but we all know that is not the case. So we just want to give you a high five and a affirmation to let you know we appreciate you and the work that you put in today, and you should be proud of yourself.
It takes a lot to push that play button.
Yes, it does.
May not seem like it, but
that's it.
Be proud of your efforts.
Holding this one for 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent. All right, one more stretch. We're going to get our legs, both of us are going to get our legs extended out straight in front of us, again at the front half of that chair.
But making sure that you have a good base. You're not going to fall forward.
We're going to do a seated calf and hamstring stretch. So with those hands on your hips, we're going to use our hips as a hinge and bend over, keeping our back straight. At the same time, I want you to pull back on those toes.
And you may only move 2 or 3 inches before you really feel that stretch back here in your hamstrings and calves.
It does not take much before that stretch starts to kick in. Feeling that stretch all down the back of your leg. And we're trying not to round our back. Yeah, we could go down further if we did that, but keep those shoulders retracted.
Nice.
And
your head is still in line with your spine.
And nice, big, deep, controlled breaths. We're almost there, HASfit Tribe. No matter what the rest of your day brings, you can cross this one off your list. Your workout is done, and that's something to be proud of. Holding this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And that is it. You can come up nice and slowly. Stay seated or stand. We're going to stand just because, that's how we do. Nice work, Claudia.
Nice work today.
Thank you for joining us throughout today's workout. We hope you enjoyed it. Please help us and support our mission of keeping these great workouts free. You can do so by downloading our free app. It's available for both iOS and Android. You can also visit our store and pick up a shirt or my book, Stay Fit for Life, which actually includes many different seated variations and exercises.
Also, give this video a big thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button on YouTube. That way you never miss another brand new workout from HASfit.
Thank you so much for joining us throughout today's routine. It's been our privilege to work out with you today. I'm Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia.
And we will see you at your next workout.